Welcome to another edition, a special edition of Banter and Babble, live from the Midland Mall Comic-Con. I am joined by my esteemed colleague and renowned sweetheart, Mr. Fanboy Tone. Mr. Fanboy Tone.
Yes.
We're back, dude.
We are back, and yes, it's a PG day, so you gotta chill down a little bit here. But yeah, we are back. 2024 Midland Mall Comic-Con, 40th anniversary. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
We see
there is a whole metric ton of Ghostbusters standing around right now.
It's because Busted makes them feel good. This proton pack in front of me is legit.
Dude, I'm actually legitimately worried that thing's going to melt down and kill us all right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that thing is lit up. Like, I'm worried.
Peck's about to walk in here and shut it down.
God, I can't wait to see Peck.
I know.
But Tone, here we are, dude. It's Midland Mall Comic-Con 2024. Place is starting to get organized and get situated before the crowds start to show up.
We use the word term organized sometimes loosely.
I mean, I use it loosely. I'm just trying to give some respect to the people in charge because it is difficult to put one of these together.
It's a lot of work.
And it seems like no matter how finely you pay attention to the details, it's never enough. You're never ready.
Paul is running around here. There's been some 911s. There's been all kinds of stuff going on at this point.
Is he still here, or do you think he left?
He may have just left and gone up to Mount Pleasant or something like that.
He's at the casino. That's where he wants to be.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, it's starting to fill up. But no, we're just excited to be here again. We're excited with the opportunity to kind of broadcast the Midland Mall Comic-Con and kind of give the viewers at home who aren't able to make it here an opportunity to see what's going on. Obviously, we'll have vendors and we'll have some of the cosplayers. Some of the judges will be joining us for interviews. We'll have Paul on, and then at 2 p.m. Eastern. That is when the cosplay contest will kick off, and then we will switch over to broadcasting that with some play-by-play from Fanboy Tone and I.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
are you cosplaying anything?
I am. I'm cosplaying as a super fan of Nicolas Cage here. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, please check out the merch store. We have amazing shirts out there. One, this really sweet Nicolas Cage, Master of the Cinematic Paradigm shirt as well too, and plus
can we talk about one of the other shirts, or do you think that would not go well on the stream here?
You'll see it on the store. Let's put it to you like that. Let's just say that
it's a good one.
If you typically are familiar with us, or if you're not, normally we're more of adult themed. This weekend we are PG,
very
best we can,
PG-ish.
PG-ish.
You never know. Towards the end of the day, you might let a couple words fly here and there, but no, man, we're just, like I said, it's just always fun to be a part of this because, you spend months, watching people plan this thing. Yeah. And, every year you try to build upon the things you learned from the previous years. So it's much more professional setting. Yeah. I mean, the first couple of years, Paul did a great job, but even Paul will learn from, like, previous shows. Like, I got to do this, and try this out next time. So really, really excited to see how this weekend plays out.
Yeah. And it's anyone's game right now. And like I say, every time when this stream starts, you see me dotting around my head, my eyes. It's because there's a lot of things to see. People are walking by. There's cosplay. There's just so much going on around here. It's almost an overload because we're sitting here trying to stare at a camera and talk as well too, and also pay attention to each other. But yeah, man, I'm excited. This is always something that's enjoyable to do. It's a lot of anxiety.
It is.
I think we're low on sleep.
We slept great last night.
Nope. I tweaked my back last night. So getting old's fun, I tell you that. I just tried to, basically go to bed and tweak my back.
You tweaked your back eating that seafood chimney.
We did have a massive seafood chimney last night at Coca-Loca. We did the night before. We had to get together with 7 Dungeons and half-ass beer review and, just hang out a little bit and kind of prep for the weekend, right? And Coca-Loca, Drastin and I started a tradition over 10 years ago now where at the first night, come in on Friday, we go to Coca-Loca for dinner. It's just a tradition we do. And, we stick with those traditions. And, we did it for last night, and I knew instantly, I'm like, I need some shrimp.
Yeah.
And they got a seafood chimney there, and it's massive. And then yours came out, and it was like double the size of mine.
They knew it. They saw it. They're like, this guy really wants a big one.
They apparently they're like, well, this guy needs to cut back on the calories, so we're gonna do like a 3/4 size of it. I'm like, you piece of crap.
No, that was it was really good, man. Like, dude, their beans and rice are next level good. Like, they're really good.
That is. I always tell everybody, beans and rice is the main dish for me. Everything else is the side dish. That's the beans and rice is my favorite part, hands down.
It was really good. It was a good time hanging out. But I think you could tell, like, even then when we were out and about, we were just like, we were tired. Everyone was already kind of burned out because you're spending all day yesterday running around. You're getting set up. You're moving tables and stuff like that. And it's a very, very busy day. But no, it's just it's cool to finally sit down and just kind of see where the day goes. Now, I know you said we've got several interviews lined up today.
Yep.
But again, it'll just kind of like depend on the availability and how things happen because this is a very fluid situation and things can change on the drop of a hat. We're still waiting for Paul. He's got to do a couple things, but we're going to get Paul on here. And then we'll get to our first interview, and then we'll talk about a couple other things like we normally do. We're going to talk about Dune Part 2. We went and saw that Thursday night. Want to get people's thoughts on that. If you've gone and seen that, let us know. Be here for that conversation because we'll want to get your thoughts.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about whatever else comes up, dude. It's going to be a busy day. Tone's going to be manning the chat. If you get a chance, we'll have multiple links going up throughout the show. Check out the folks that we work with, like Tone mentioned, 7D, as well as Half-Ass Beer Review and everybody else. So it'll be a lot of fun today. But, Tone, anything else you want to add?
Nothing necessarily specific at this point. I think that, again, I just can't iterate how much we appreciate being here. And, thankful that Paul, gives us this opportunity to use this as a platform as well, too. So, but I do also want to add that here's the announcement that we kind of have. We've been kind of holding close to the chest now. Now, you guys, if you've been around or maybe haven't, one of our friends runs a T-shirt merch shop. He does basically takes pop culture things, mostly like Star Wars or, whatever it might be, nerd stuff, and mashes it with like beer and stuff like that, and makes really kind of cool mashups, T-shirts, cups as such. And that's on target parodies. And going forward, we have I should probably do the command right. Going forward, we have an exclusive B&B code, 15% off his merch store. Just use code B&B, and you can get, a T-shirt, a mug,
He's got some
whatever
awesome
it is.
stuff.
He's
man.
got some great stuff. You've seen the swag. We've worn him on here before as well too. He's hooked us up. I love my black IPA Venom shirt that he recently gave me as well too. But going forward, he's going to be like our official sponsor as well too. So that 15% off, if you guys like his merch, go ahead and give him a
go over there and check out the stuff, and definitely check it out, man. Nib High Football Rules. What's up, Prime? Yeah, man. So the place is starting to fill in a little bit. But Tom, what else you been up to, man?
Not a whole lot, honestly.
Not playing video games with me. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Nope, clearly not. And the big thing that came out this week, the big game that I'm obviously talking about for weeks here that I'm excited about was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I managed to play 37 minutes total.
37
including
minutes
I got another 15 minutes in last night when I got home. Because I was supposed to go home and finish some of the basement work, but the workhorse Brit took care of all of that, so I didn't even have to do any more of the basement work. So
I'm sure you made her dinner.
I was like, man, I should have picked you up.
Probably
showed
up some flowers to show your appreciation for all the hard work she puts in.
I let her play Call of Duty and scream at the TV all night.
What a gentleman! I mean, who says chivalry is dead? This guy right here has it all figured out.
I'm just saying.
He knows how to reward people for their efforts.
She's been playing with her brother, so it's like she's out of control.
I've actually heard her play, and we wouldn't be able to stream it on our channel.
No, not even on
the Rage stream.
Even on the Rage stream,
I couldn't do that.
No, it's too much.
It's pretty. It's not good. But it's fun, though. She's a lot of fun to play with, even though she won't play with me.
Right,
I hear about it.
Right.
She won't play with me.
Yeah.
I ask her every Friday, does she want to play? She says no.
She's trying out for MLG stuff now. It's crazy.
She is that good. Her
Good for
KDR
her.
is like .76. Man, don't let this one get away. I know, man. He's got to keep it locked up.
Yeah.
But, all right, Tone, so what we're going to do is we're going to step away for just a moment. We're going to try to wrangle in Paul, but we'll be live. Make sure you hang out. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're in the Midland area, if you're in the Tri-City area, come on down to the Midland Mall. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on here. We got food trucks outside. We have Ghostbuster activities all around. We got D&D sessions going on today, one-shots with the 7D crew. There is a lot of stuff going on. I'm telling you right now, if this is anything like the last couple of years, this place is going to be packed, and the cosplay contest is going to be fire. It's going to be really good.
And if you do come down and see us. We got a giveaway going on right now, too. If you're able to make it down here, you can come see Britt at the table down here. Scan the QR code. If you show her that you've followed us at least on one place, and the three we're focusing on are YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. If you follow us on one of those, you get a ticket, put your name, email down, and then on Sunday we will draw for the grand prize, which is going to be a T-shirt and a mug from Banter and Babble merch, and then $50 gift card to PlayStation, Xbox, or eShop, one of those of your choice platform. If you follow us on 2 spots and show her, you'll get 2 tickets as well too. So come down and do that too.
Awesome. All right, you guys, we'll be back in just a few moments. Stick around. We'll get Paul King on here from Fet's Toy Depot, and then we'll begin our round of interviews. We'll be right back. And welcome back. And we are joined by the man, the myth, the legend.
The legend.
Paul from Fett's Toy Depot, the showrunner, the mastermind behind the Midland Mall Comic-Con. Paul, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I am so glad to be here. I'm so glad it's finally here. So much work and so much time and sweat, blood, tears made this happen.
Right.
And all the little changes and this and oops and that. You know, it has come together so well. The mall is packed. There's so many Ghostbuster people here, so many fans, and it's just having an amazing time. And this is what I love. This is the happy part. When everybody's having a good time, the work's come together, and we're all just having a great time, seeing everybody, seeing a smile on the faces, and just, boom, vendors having a good time, everybody making money, and just the smile on the kids' faces.
That's the beaut. We already saw a couple little mini Ghostbusters in training walking around.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And then, boom, the Twinkies. Did you see that?
The Twinkies were awesome.
We should have had more. Maybe I'll go get some more tomorrow and tonight or something like that and chuck them out there. But that was fun.
That was great.
So how's everything going so far, Paul? Everything smooth sailing this morning?
No, not at all. No, that's the course of my day. But no, we had a few problems, technical difficulties and stuff like that. But you always do.
You always do.
You just have to roll with it and make it work and carry on, make it smooth as you can.
And see, that's the beauty of, like, you know, you've done this is like, what, 4 years now?
Yeah, this is our 4th year.
So, like, when you come in, you kind of expect those 4-alarm fires when you come in. You're like, okay, I mean, it's like a wedding. You sit there and you plan months in ahead, but it's never going to go off without
right,
it.
I know.
And then, but I mean, it's 4 years of experience where you're like, okay, look, issues pop up, let's handle it right away and do the best you can. And I mean, that's why everyone kind of appreciates the effort that you put into it, because it's not easy running this stuff. You can sit there and plan months in ahead, and it's just never as easy as you want it to be.
No, I wish it would be. There's always stuff that pops up. No matter how much you plan, stuff pops up. But we have done some things differently. We've done some things to improve the show. We have new banners and backdrops.
Yes.
I'm not wearing it. I had to change my uniform. Sorry. But we have MMCC staff buttons.
Yes.
So if you have a problem, you go to someone with a button. We have different banners that advertise things. This year, what I'm really, really proud of is we have 3 professional cosplay cosplayers here that are helping us actually judge the contest.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So we have Causing Trouble. We have Diffusional Studios. We also have AMH Cosplay, which is really awesome. And they came out, and we're going to have a blast. There's so many upgrades that we're doing. So when we do the show, Paul doesn't make tons of money. The money doesn't go in my pockets. I don't get to go party. I don't buy a new car. It's
right.
We don't get the admission charge. So we pay out of our pocket for this. I pay, I get some money back, and then if we have money left over, I try to add some things. So this year, we bought the banners. We bought the cool Fett's advertising banners. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Star Seeker.
Yes, Star Seekers. Oh, my designs. Oh, my God, it's amazing. He did our flyers. He did our name badges.
Yeah.
Everyone got a different
That's
name badge.
Rad.
He's actually got a website coming out. So that's what's amazing.
Very exciting.
A lot of updates. I paid for that for the year, and we got sponsors on that. So it's a lot of cool things. And I'm going to say Banner and Babel was the first sponsor. So
that's right. Yeah, that's right. The website. Yeah.
So boom. Advertising there. But we just want to make the show bigger and better for everyone. So we just try to invest all that money back in there to have fun. Because we can't charge you admission charge. So we lose out on ungodly amounts of money.
Right.
Because look at all these people here. Imagine $20, $30 a person.
Times are tough, right?
Yeah. I could buy a new house with that. But I don't do, like I've done in my interview, I don't do this show to make tons of money.
Right.
I don't do this to get rich. I do this to bring people together, nerdy people, people that love this stuff, together and have fun. Yeah. That's why we actually got a bunch of donations already, which is great. So we don't charge. We kindly ask for a donation. Hey, throw a 5, 10, 20, whatever in there.
Sure.
All the money we make goes into paying for this show and bringing these stars. Now, if you go down that way, we got 12 Ghostbusters groups.
I was just going to ask, like before we get into that, like obviously, you know, you put this together, but it's not just come in and buy stuff from others. There is activities up and down the mall for kids and everybody.
There is. So down the character alley, there's going to be 12 Ghostbuster groups, including one from Canada, which is awesome. We have 7 Ghostbuster vehicles outside.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have 3 Star Wars groups down there. We have a wrestling group from the IWE down there. We have the USS Sepatarian down there, which is a Star Trek group.
Yeah.
We have also the 405th down there, which is a Halo group.
Oh, okay.
So they're down there, their armor and stuff like that, and they're all down there having a good time. And that's what it's all about, getting the kids down there and having fun.
Man.
And then one thing I'm really one of the highlights here is you guys know the ladies from Creations
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh,
can't wait to talk to
Try
him.
not to cry. You got to see what they built.
I
Oh
know.
my God, down there, all these electrical things and widgets and gadgets. You get your picture put on a badge that you get to wear.
Yep.
It's like your Ghostbuster official ID. Then you go there and shoot things, shoot the ghosts that are flying around. You get to go through the slime river and make your own slime.
That's amazing.
You know, and then there's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or a Slimer that you can paint. And then there's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man made out of marshmallows you get to put together. And then you walk away with a candy thing of marshmallows and chocolate. And then you get a certificate that says you completed your training.
That's wild,
and it's
man.
awesome. It's for $10, and you should see the electrical stuff she built. I mean, she's got stuff moving.
I can't wait to check it out.
It's amazing. I got all adults that want to do it. It's just amazing what she does.
I want a badge. I want to be a Ghostbuster. I want to cross some
Busting
streams.
makes me feel good.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
That's what I said, and I got in trouble. But anyway, no, it's all about having fun and bringing these people. We got the Dungeons and Dragons matches going on down there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 70 dungeons. I appreciate them. Give them a shout out.
Oh, the one-shots are awesome.
Oh my gosh, they come out here and bring all sorts of prizes, and a lot of newbies that want to try it out are nervous. Boom, they go down there and have a blast.
I mean, they do a great job at like kind of introducing noobs into. I mean, you can come down if you're an experienced D&D player. You can sit down. He's going to throw together a hell of a one shot. But if you're new to it or if you're inexperienced, they're a very welcoming community. You should check out their streams every Monday at 7 p.m. on Twitch.
Yeah.
But like these one shots, like Paul said, it's just cool to go in and experience it for the first time,
Exactly.
and everyone's kind of like coming together to see what it's all about, and it is a lot of fun.
And they're so friendly and outgoing and stuff. They come from Ohio, right?
Yes, yep,
They come from Ohio to come up here.
And Pennsylvania.
yep,
And
Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania.
as well, yep.
And I appreciate them so much, and that's what's awesome. It's so many people come from miles away, out of state, to come to this show and hang out and have fun.
Here's an idea. What if we could sometime? I know you're busy. Now I know that. But what if we could figure out sometime, because they stream online, it's really easy, use a camera. What if we could somehow figure out maybe a Banter and Babble, a 7D, an HABR, and maybe Paul from FETS doing a one-shot D&D night on a Saturday night?
That would be
Man.
awesome.
You just got to sit in your home, have a camera on. That's all you got to do.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
they can walk you through everything else.
And we just play online
that
like
would
that.
be awesome. A lot of people want to come to FETS and do D&D. I don't have the space there, but I am working with Cozy Cats Cafe in Sanford.
That's what's
which
up.
is about 10 miles away. They have a nice open area that we have some tables at. We're thinking about doing it. Giving a little bit of a spoiler here. In the summertime, we're going to do real live D&D. I have someone in the
Like
works.
LARPing?
D&D LARPing mix.
What?
So, listen,
Wow.
so imagine this. Tone challenges me to a match. I got my big, either plastic with the 3D printed or wooden dice.
Oh, man.
And I got my sword,
I
and
love
I got
it.
my shield.
There you
He
go.
stands over there. He's got his sword, axe, shield, whatever, and his dice. I take my dice, and I say, I'm going to chop your left arm. I roll it. Boom. I got a 15. Boom. 10 points of damage to your left arm. You can't use it. Drop your shield. All right. And Tone rolls his dice.
Dang.
He gets a 1. He just stepped on his sword. Boom. 5 points of damage.
Sign
He's
me
got
up.
to lift his foot up and can't use his foot.
Yeah, dude.
And
That
then we'll do
Sign
stuff
me
like
up.
that. And then I got other stuff that we're going to do with that. You know, a little more. We'll have different weapons and stuff that use prop weapons. And then we're going to actually have like D&D matches outside. Her property, she's got like an L behind her. And she actually hired me to do events and bring events there. We could set up 60 to 80 tents out there.
That is great. And she, now that's Crystal, right?
Crystal, yeah.
She's supposed to be here at 11 o'clock for us to talk to her. Is
Yeah,
she?
she's down there doing tinsel right now.
Okay. Now I know you're part of her like communication. Does she know?
Yes.
Do you remember 11 o'clock to be here?
I will go gently remind her.
Okay, good. I'm excited to talk to her.
I love her dearly, but she's probably frazzled down there because there's a lot going on.
oh,
yeah.
of
Yeah.
that
Sure.
nature.
Yep.
But what's awesome is I met her, and she's like, boom. She liked the energy. She heard about what I do.
Yep.
And she's like, you know what? I want you to come here and do these events and stuff with us.
That's
So
awesome.
she has me as her event coordinator and planner.
That's great.
So we're going to do awesome things in the whole property. And we're going to there's an area where the L connects. I'm leaving that open so we can do D&D stuff there.
Yes.
I also have a tree with stumps around it and rocks that's on her property.
What?
That I would like to call that the resting area.
I like
So
that.
you know when you play a video game,
Yep.
oh, rest here, weary traveler, for the night.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I want to put like a little fire pit there, maybe have some marshmallows, some things.
Just a
and
little hangout.
People hang out, tell stories, talk, and just have a good time.
I need that rest area,
Bring
dude.
in-
I'm up till like 4 o'clock in the morning when I play these games.
I know,
man.
and you're always bringing people together, and that's why. That's a skill not everybody is
Yeah,
able to do.
that's hard to do.
I can't draw, I can't color, I can't create, I can't do plumbing, electrical, anything like that. But what I can do is bring people together. That's
Yep.
my superpower. That's my gift.
There you go.
Networking.
Love it.
and
You know what
bringing
else you
people
brought, Paul? The sun. Is this the first time in like 3 years we've had a sunny, warm day for the Comic-Con?
I know, and there's no snow out there.
None!
I worked really hard talking to the big man about that. But that last year made me worried, but we still had tons of people. There's tons of people all over, and
But outside is awesome because we got the Ghostbuster cars,
Yep.
we've got food trucks out there. I mean,
we have bacon out
Yes.
there. Woo, woo. As we all know, we love their food.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, they're amazing. But
God, I love their food.
I'm just really happy because there's so many awesome people that came together. I want to thank my crew, my Comic-Con crew, and my Fetch crew for coming together and helping me with this. This year was a little hard. With my mom passing, I kind of lost a lot of focus, and it was hard and stuff like that. And I apologize for the lack of emails and communication. But we pulled it together and having an amazing show. It's packed right now, and I can only imagine getting more packed. The new owner of the mall, Jordan Dice, he was really, really happy, and I think he's going to be happy after seeing the outcome today. A lot of the vendors in the mall, I wanted to say thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you for the prizes. Thank you to the vendors.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Cosplay vending, cosplay prizes, these vendors donated so many prizes for us.
really?
It was amazing what they
awesome.
donated.
That's right.
So I'm just very grateful, and that's one of the reasons why I have it at the mall, to bring it to the community and to get the vendors involved, the store people, and just have fun. And a lot of them donate stuff. The hotel around there gives us a great deal. Alex Railside gives us stuff. A little shop around the corner. You hear me? Mitten Maid.
Mid, yep.
They actually have a lot of like the freeze-dried snacks and stuff of that nature. He actually got a permit just to do coney dogs, hot dogs, pretzels, and nachos for us this weekend.
Very good.
And he's going to walk around and talk to people. He gave me these coupons.
Yeah.
They're here to pass out the vendors, and I gave you some.
Thank you.
And he's taking out care of our workers and stuff like that. That's why I love having it here.
It's
Even
awesome,
though we
man.
lose the money, we don't get the money. It's not about the money.
No.
It's about bringing people together and then working with businesses that work with you.
Yep. Amen
That's
to that,
great.
dude.
Yeah, we
But hey,
appreciate
like I
that.
said, Paul, man, we always appreciate you allowing us to broadcast this. I mean,
You're my podcast guy. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
You guys work hard. You do a lot of advertising and stuff like that, and I really, really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, well,
you know, I've known you for a long time, Tone.
10 years at least now.
Yep, and you came together, and we're doing this, and I felt really honored to have you guys be a part of this.
No, we're honored to be
know?
here, and honestly, and if you guys are out there watching right now on YouTube and Facebook, I don't know I know you've been busy as well too, but he'll probably get a chance here in a little bit to share us on the Midland Mall Comic-Con actual page too, so your people can also easily find us if they're not able to make it. Because
I have to make a cool pin post and put all this stuff on there.
Yep,
but
you'll be able to find us though.
Will I be on here tomorrow?
Absolutely,
You better be.
Okay.
Unless you go.
We gotta have you close out the show.
Someone asked me, "Are you going to be here?" Like yesterday, they asked me, "Are you coming back tomorrow? Going to be here tomorrow?" And I'm like, "What? How can I not be here?"
Right.
I had someone text me at 6:34. The mall's locked. How do I get in? Follow your contract. It says 7:30. 7:30 is when setup is. So, but no, I have some amazing news
Uh-oh.
to announce tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow. I don't
Tomorrow
want
we got
I don't want to spoil it either. But if you're in the area, please come out to the mall. It's free of charge.
Yes.
If you'd like to make a
Yes.
donation to help us out, that would be great. But we're here having fun. It's very hard to walk through there because there's a lot of people.
Yes.
But that's awesome. And there's so many costumes and characters. It's just amazing. And that's what's all about. Bringing people together, having fun, that share the nerddom. And that's the thing. Your nerddom can be anything. It can be anime, Marvel, DC, Ghostbusters, Star Wars.
Anything.
And it's just, there's so many people dressed up here.
And I would like to say real quick, and we are missing somebody this year.
Yes.
That
I was going to get
we're
to that.
we're really bummed to do. I had a feeling you were, but I just been thinking about her all week.
I actually
Lacey
talked to her yesterday.
Squeakers of Squeakers Nut House unfortunately couldn't make it this year. We're all thinking of you out there. We miss you. Hopefully we can get you back here next year. Just already doesn't feel the same.
Sending you healing positive vibes.
Yep.
dear.
We love you to death, and we can't wait to get you back.
It's always
and
one of my favorite interviews, man.
She
She's got
is
so much
such
energy.
high energy.
Yeah.
She's so great at what she does. She's very knowledgeable. We
Ken.
just love her so much. So we'll see you soon enough. So
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, hey, we're going to let you go. You got things you got to do. Is there
Yeah.
anything else you want to announce?
I just want to say thank you very much, everybody. Come back out here. If you're not here today, come out tomorrow. It's going to be just as energetic and high-powered intensity. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. And just come out and check out the stuff. Enter the cosplay contest early because only 100 people per day.
Yeah.
All right?
It's going to fill up quick.
Real
So,
quick. It already
I
is.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, brother.
Paul,
Yeah.
always a pleasure, my friend.
pleasure. Thank
Good
you
luck
so
out
much.
there.
Thank
We'll
you
see
so
you. We'll
much.
see you around.
You'll
Back
see
and
me
forth.
later.
right.
My fat butt gets so many steps, 20+ thousand.
There you
I
go.
appreciate it. Hey, Alistair, how you doing, buddy?
All right. Well, hey, we'll be back in a few moments. We're going to go grab Crystal.
Oh, I have one important question.
Oh, yeah.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters, baby.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbuster. All right, guys. We'll be back in just a few moments. We're going to go get Crystal, and we'll start up another interview. We'll be right back. And welcome back.
Welcome back.
We
Yes.
have our second guest ready to go here.
Yes, and this is one I am personally very, very excited to have. We've already been chatting for a few minutes here. We have Crystal from Cozy Cats Cafe here, one of Paul's newest friends and partners as well, too. Thankful to have her part of the Midland Mall Comic-Con supply chain. But, Crystal, it's good to have you here. Hello, good morning.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friends. How are you?
Absolutely, doing well.
Chaotic morning for sure.
Oh, I love the chaos. That's when you thrive.
She
right?
thrives. There you go.
You thrive, and it helps the day go by quick.
Yep,
You're not
yep.
sitting around. You feel like you're being more productive when you're constantly
Yeah.
running around doing stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Plus, the amount of people that you get to meet is just fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. I mean, this is just starting, too. Like, it's going to get
I'm
chaotic.
excited.
It's going
I
to
am
get
so
chaotic.
excited.
So, well, Crystal, so we've got you on here, and, you know, we were just talking about how if you know Crystal and if you're not following her on Facebook, make sure to follow Cozy Cats Cafe on Facebook. She has been doing some amazing things to the businesses that she's created, and we're going to let her talk about that. I want you to tell a little bit about what you feel comfortable with your story and what you're doing, because I'm telling you what, as a cat guy,
He's a cat
there's a
guy.
reason why I'm excited she's sitting right next to me right now. So, but
I feel like I should have brought you some ears today.
you know
I will
what?
Tomorrow.
You
Maybe
okay?
tomorrow.
I'll wear some ears. Trust me,
Absolutely.
I have no shame. I will definitely wear kitty ears. Trust me. But yeah, tell us a little
Okay.
bit about you and you know what you're doing.
Well, my name's Crystal. I own the Cozy Cats Cafe in Sanford, one of the best little towns in the world, in my opinion. I moved here about 3 years ago to a new state. I knew no one. I started from scratch. Within the 3 years, I petitioned government to change their mind and also agreed that a cat cafe was an amazing idea. And I found Sanford. As I was picking back up my life, I realized that Sanford was kind of coming back together as well. I met the most incredible people. Dolores, who is the head of town council, is probably one of the most inspiring ladies that I've ever met in my entire life. And first off, I'm just so blessed to be in Sanford. But we acquired a duplex. It was Dr. Noel's old office. She is an amazing lady, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. The duplex is about 47,000 square feet. On one side of the duplex, which I do want to say is a separate ventilation system, a separate water system, all of that, we have 100% adoptable rescue cats, local rescue cats. We rescue cats from Smart Paws, which is Sanford's own local nonprofit. Sylvia Gladys is the head of the nonprofit. She had my heart, honestly, as soon as I met her. She's such a great, caring person. They do so much for the community, and there's such a need. There's over 200 cats right now just in Smart Paws.
Diesel Pete's.
Absolutely. They also have a dog, and I believe we're up to guinea pigs now as well. So
Oh, wow.
this is definitely needed. So on the one side of the duplex, you come over and you pay a small fee because it does cost a lot to house those cats. I don't collect anything from the adoptions or anything like that. This is strictly me just trying to be an amazing person and do what I can. So we do charge a small fee to help cover insurance, help cover taxes, all of that good stuff. Food, you name it, we could use the help on. Litter, though, however, Dwayne Novak from Novak Technologies, I don't know if you've seen fantastic.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
did
buy
see.
two, get one free right now,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
an all
Ooh.
recyclable litter.
That's awesome.
Yep. You
Oh,
can,
really?
absolutely. It's made with 100% recyclable materials. Now, they cautiously make sure that there's no fumes, no paints, any
Right.
things like that in there. Now, they can't guarantee that there's never been in contact with peanuts or anything like that.
Right.
So we're not going to say it's allergen-free. But this kitty litter it's like a sand. It's safe for declawed cats, which are great because,
Oh, yeah.
as you know, there's an issue with declawing cats.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
horrible. A lot of people do it when they really shouldn't, and it really harms the cat.
Mhm.
The fact that they can't even walk sometimes.
Yep.
So this makes it such a great thing to help with. Plus, you can wash it. Dawn dish soap is a great antibacterial dish soap. You put it in a bucket, you swirl it around, wash it, let it to air dry. I mean, what an
That's
amazing.
That's insane.
Well, you can do it with the
Absolutely.
litter. You can wash it and
You
dry
wash it
and reuse
absolutely. What a game changer for the environment. I mean, this
I know,
product
I know.
alone
it. Wow.
will change the environment. 100%. It's just a wonderful opportunity, and we're lucky enough not only to supply it, but for him to offer us this opportunity for
That's
the buy
awesome.
two get one free right now, which you can get in
That's
our
awesome.
cafe. On the other side of the cafe, we have a cafe which we're working on, which will have like bubble teas, lattes,
Great.
Oh,
acai
yeah.
Right up my alley.
bowls. Yep. We'll have lobster rolls, Stonefire pizza oven,
Mhm.
amazing things like that. We also have an air fryer rather than a deep fryer, so we do go a little healthier. But not to deter anyone who likes sweets away, we do have the gourmet cupcake shop coming in as well. So we'll have all their delicious baked goods, along with supporting other local local vendors. We have about 14 artists right now in the cafe. Everyone down from Al's Honey, who does maple syrup, and he absolutely also does a maple sugar, which is safe for diabetics. Now, this is the only sugar I know that is safe for diabetics. You need a 55 or under on the glucose scale to be safe for diabetics. This sugar goes at a 54.
Perfect.
So, yeah, it's great for a lot of different people. We also are excited to say and pleased to say that we work with individuals with autism. We have a couple individuals who are working with us already that are on the cattery side to just kind of help, not only to promote the community, but to help promote individuals with disabilities. We have a couple rooms, like a relaxation room, which we have a tanning bed and a massage chair. We have a Reiki healer, Beth Juna DeGeer from Loving Touch, one of the most inspirational women that you will ever meet. She does vision board classes. A lot of our other artists do classes in there as well. AK Creations does a candle making class. I mean, I cannot say enough about these amazing people.
Man, you got a lot of awesome people involved.
I have wonderful artists. Pam from Pam's Creation does a custom kitty cup with kitty ears. I mean, honestly, it's my kind of thing. Plus
Sounds
$2
perfect.
for every cup she donates back to the cattery. I mean, Schultz Popcorn, who I had and I'd met through Paul, who is just, Paul's an inspiration, I have to say. And thank you so much for just the opportunity, universe, to get to know him. Not only through knowing him, I have met just the most incredible people, and I've gained a family. Like I said, when I moved here, I knew no one, and now I truly believe that I have people by my side, like
That's
Schultz.
amazing.
Like I said, when we were at my fundraiser a couple months ago, we was a 50-50 raffle. He even won the raffle and donated everything back to the cattery.
Wow.
I mean, the people that are in this place they're the most selfless, good-hearted people, and I feel blessed. We are doing tinsel today here at the mall, and we also have a small donation bin as well. We are looking for a little help for the next month to get through this month while the cats are coming in, because we did get approved. Cats will be coming in next week, but we do want to make sure that more than rushing it along and trying to, pay for the next payment, that we make sure they're comfortable.
Right.
Sure.
We want to do things the right way. They'll never be in cages. Each night, I'll be there pulling out their beds, laying them down for each one of them each morning, picking it up, washing it. I've got about 15 HEPA filters throughout the building. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and my smell is fantastic, so you don't have to worry about smelling anything. I feel blessed, honestly, and I'm just so thankful to not only be here, but just to meet everyone. Well, and I'm excited.
I can tell you, honestly, just by already meeting you and knowing Paul, I can see, like, you said, I've never met anybody that was a lot like me, and I can already feel it and see it just from the vibe I'm getting from you. And
energy and everything.
Yeah, and times these days, I feel like everybody, like, you feel sometimes people are at their throats. There's always a line about something. You got to take a side, take this. But, to have somebody in the area, Sanford's just a stone's throw away from where we're at right now.
Right.
It is a beautiful. It is. You're right. It's a beautiful area. Everybody knows Sanford. That community's been through a lot over the last few years as well, too, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very nice to see somebody like yourself who wants to give back, care. You're working with folks with autism. You're bringing in, cats for people to enjoy. I mean, gosh, like, what better tale to tell from where you were and how you are now, and it just it's truly inspiring. And I know that he's thankful to have you as well too. But from me as well, from my standpoint, from Banter and Babble, we're excited to have you involved as well too, because we need people like you just generally in the community, but we also need the support that we have here, and now you're part of that, and that's really incredible.
Well, Paul's Fets 2.0 is actually going to be in the cafe.
There you go.
He talked about that a little bit earlier.
He's going to be working on it, and Sarah, who does Creations by Generations, is going to be working with him a little bit. I'm excited.
That's great. That's awesome.
I mean, he is going to put the job I've done in the cafe to shame with, I'm sure, how awesome his shop's going to look.
Don't sell yourself short yet on that. No, he definitely, like I said, when he shares the stuff and we first started talking about you, I knew right away that he had made a special friend that we needed. Everybody needs, clearly. And like I was telling you, like, I've been watching the updates, and I'm, as a cat person, like, I'm super hyped. Like, I can't wait to get up there and find some time to come out and hang out as well too, because I certainly know that's a destination that I'm looking forward to. So it's awesome.
I just want to circle back and echo what Tone said. When you have people sometimes when people try to do things for a community, and I'm not saying it's all the time, but you can tell by a person's passion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they talk about something, sometimes people are just, it sounds like they're reading from a script. But when you can tell when someone's speaking from their heart, and you pick up on that passion and that genuine just positivity, that makes you want to get behind that and support that type of business. Because you know what they're doing to the core is something they love to do. And when you go into a place like that, you can feel it all around you. I mean, you tell me you got cats here, and then also you telling me I can get a pizza and some bubble tea?
right.
I tell, no, the only thing is I got to make sure my wife doesn't go near this place because she will come home with so many damn cats. I mean, cats everywhere. She loves cats.
I would be okay with that. I'm just going to say.
I have a dog. I mean, and here's the thing, man. Like, I am a cat guy. Both my cats have passed. And so it's like,
it's hard.
I'm not ready to bring in another cat. Bella was with me for, gosh, I want to say 15 years.
Yeah, I think if I was going to say, if I remember,
15
you were saying
years,
15
and
years.
I actually watched Bella, like, pass in front of me. Like, I mean, at first I was like, oh, it's just a cat, you know, whatever. You're trying to play a tough guy. And then when, like, she was doing her coughing and she had kind of like a violent passing, I was just like, I was a wreck. And so, but I mean, like, my wife, like, we have cats that sometimes run through the backyard, and like, she's like, oh, there's a cat back there. I'm like, don't even think about it. Don't even think about bringing it. She's like, I'm not. A day later, they got names. She's got food out there for them. I'm just like, oh, my
Once
God.
again, you can look me up, and we'll be new best friends. I don't mind.
It cracks me up. She's very passionate about cats. But no, like I said, I just want to go back to what Tom was saying. I love what you're doing. I love the energy. And again, when it's genuine passion, that brings everybody in, man. That inspires people, and everybody wants to support businesses like that.
And honestly, you know, I don't know if you do like online donations or you have something set up to where
we are getting that set up.
Okay.
You can also come in and donate
Okay.
in the cafe. Like I said, we've done a lot. And I say we. It's honestly, I'm the one who owns the building, but I say we because I feel like there's so many wonderful people behind me that it's not just me. It's never been just me. Down from the fact when I put on Ask Midland a year and a half ago when I started this, what do you guys think about a cat cafe coming in Midland? And within the 24 hours, I had 300 comments. And that right there, we're going to do so much good. We're going to make so much of a difference.
That's awesome.
I just, you can't stop. You can't stop when you're going to make such a difference. You
Well,
know?
I want you to know, though, this too, like when you get everything all set up when it comes to like, you know, online donations, whether it's QR, whether it's links, you know, feel free to use us as a platform. We're not huge by any means, but we do have some outreach and people that I know will care and want to. But again, it all comes back to what you said originally. It's about everybody helping everybody and working together. So you can definitely count on us as well too for anything like that as well
absolutely.
too. So if you want to use any of our social media, say I'll share whatever I got to do. Hey, you guys, if you've got a few spare coins here and you want to donate, to Cozy Cat, we're here for you.
Yeah,
we
got
have a
you.
red carpet premiere coming up. As soon as we get the cats in and get them acclimated, a week before we open, you're going to be able to purchase a ticket to be one of the first ones into the cattery. We'll have special goodie bags, things like that, just to say thank you. And everyone who is involved in this and does go to the red carpet premiere, is what we're calling it, our kitty premiere, we'll make sure that they get a special recognition on the wall in some kind of form, just to say thank you so much for just helping us with that final push.
See, there you go.
So.
Well, hey, I know it's busy and crazy around here as well too, and you probably got to get back to things as well. But I'm telling you, like, you're gonna see me for sure, and like, feel free to reach out to us at any of our accounts with B&B and whatnot too. Like I said, we work close, Paul. We'll definitely be another voice for you. But you will literally see me and Brittany sometime very soon.
I love Brittany. She's already one of my best friends.
Good. I love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Absolutely.
She's something else.
She's
That's
amazing.
great. Good. Awesome. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. Thank you so much for being involved. And like I said, we can't be enough thankful for what you're doing for the community around here.
Thank you. And I feel the same way about the community, honestly.
Good. That's great.
So,
I'm
thank
good.
you so much.
Glad to hear that too.
Crystal, it's been a thin slice of heaven. Thank you so
Such a
much.
pleasure, my
Have
friend.
fun today.
We'll
It's going to be
soon.
crazy.
Yes.
It's going to be busy. The place is going to fill up.
Oh,
There's going to be a
absolutely.
lot of people here.
I've got Ghostbuster hair tinsel. Let's do it. Come on.
All right,
Come
there
see
you
me,
go.
Cozy Cats Cafe. Thank you guys so much.
Make sure you
Awesome.
come down to the Midland Mall Comic-Con. Go over and see Crystal, the Cozy Cat Cafe. They
All of
got
our
their
friends.
thing going on down there, tinsel and everything. It's going to be a beautiful. It is a beautiful day. We got the sun out. Come on down here, hang out. A lot of stuff going on. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have our next interview up here shortly. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
And welcome back. We are sitting here with our next guest.
That's correct. One I'm also very excited to have sitting next to me. This is Galen of the Rebel Legion. They have been nice enough to sit down and chat with us today about exactly who you are and what you do.
Oh, do you really want to know that?
I mean,
Oh.
listen, I've already told you how much of a fan I am of you, so.
Aw, thanks.
But you know. But yeah, so we've, of course, with 501st and the different groups now, it is an umbrella that everybody's kind of under, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it started with the 501st. They were the first costuming group to do this, and then from there, Rebel Legion was born, and now we have a lot of groups. So we've got 501st, Rebel Legion, Mandalorian Mercs.
Yep, Mercs.
There is Dark Empire, which is all dark, evil people. There's Saber Guild, which they do the lightsaber fighting. So they'll do choreographed fights.
Do they do it properly within the actual lightsaber?
You know, it's interesting. It varies. It varies depending on groups. Temple. They're called temples.
Mm-hmm.
There's some that are just flipping fantastic. I watch these people and go, "Dang!" Right. I was considering starting one here in Mid-Michigan, but I just don't have the time for that. I have my hands in so many other pies right now.
Yeah.
But you get the right people together, and it's pretty amazing to watch. There's some groups that will do like full on audio, they have characters and they say things and they do it's like a whole presentation, and it's actually pretty neat to watch.
Man, that's great.
And then there's droid builders, so we have people that build the droids, which is super cool too.
Yeah.
The kids really love that. Heck, I love that.
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I've seen
I don't think
some great work.
have I missed anyone. I don't think I have.
No, but I knew there was a bunch of you here, and I know I've known, of course, Kat for eons. It feels like now, and some of the other members as well too. And
She says that she has to talk to you later about something.
She already did. She's giving me a little bit of shade because
it'll probably happen again.
Yeah, I'm
Just to
sure.
let you know.
Good,
I'm
he
sure.
deserves it.
Yeah, I'm sure. She gives me crap when she can. Trust me.
I mean,
yeah, it is.
you're
it
an
is.
easy target, Tony.
Oh, good. I'm glad that's already going off this morning. Sweet. Yes, it's true though. But so you guys are here. So now, I know, of course, with the charities and things that you guys do. Do you guys got anything planned coming up anytime soon? Any events here locally in the Tri-City area? Do you know of?
As far as Tri-City area, I know. So I know we do the Loons game, the Star Wars night.
That's always really great.
Which
Yeah,
I
the kids
believe
love
is
that
in
one.
June. I'll have to get the date. I don't know the exact date of that yet. We're doing a Great Lakes Bay Pride, which is June 22nd
Awesome.
in Bay City, there in Winona Park. I'll definitely be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that I know of right now as far as the Tri-Cities area, but I'm sure there's usually a lot of things going on that are more like in Saginaw, stuff that's in Flint, Grand Blanc, those areas. I'd have to check the boards.
Right on.
If I'd known you were going to ask me that question, I would have done my homework.
Well,
I'm
my
so
goal is
sorry.
to catch you off guard.
You totally did.
He does it with everything. It's annoying.
Yes, I do.
Dang you.
I know. No, so you guys have a panel actually today. We found out recently that
Yeah.
you guys are doing a panel
We do.
today at 1:00 here on the big stage.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know at all what that's going to entail, or did I catch you off guard with another question you don't know the answer to?
She can't share it. I can't tell you this time.
I would tell you, but then I would have to kill you.
That's fine. Tell
fair
him.
enough.
Yeah.
Don't be so
Yeah.
excited.
I'll hold
about
it
that.
for
I
you.
brought my lightsaber for a reason.
That's true. That's true.
I figured you would ask questions like that, and so I have to protect myself and the galaxy.
I'll hit him for you. I'll help
That's right.
you.
That's right.
I
Now-
got you covered.
Now, as far as who you are in are you now? Do you have a name for your character?
I do.
As well? I would like to know your name.
It's Sin Yandro.
Sin Yandro. That's pretty awesome. How's it
Yeah.
spelled?
So my first name is spelled C-Y-N,
I was hoping you were going to say that.
and Yandro is spelled J-A-N-D-O-N.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Dope.
I had a
Thank
feeling. Yeah, you're welcome. I had to help creating that name, but I really didn't at all. So no, but hey, I'm glad that you guys are here again as well too. And I was looking around, and I'm trying to find, if I remember correctly, now Character Alley is what I believe this is called.
Correct.
And that's where, like, I know you're down that. There seems like there's a lot of people down that way. Of course, this year being the Ghostbuster theme as well too. There's a lot of those folks I think around as well too. But as far as how you guys have set up down there, like, what do you guys, when people come through, what like, how are the interactions? You guys doing pictures and things of that nature?
Yeah. So we interact with the people, ask if they've heard of the clubs before. If not, we'll answer any questions they might have. We always have the question as which, even though we have signs, that's not for sale.
Right.
But they think they're going to change your mind.
Please don't touch that.
Right.
All of the props that you see at our tables are props that we own, so we use them for our own costumes.
That's awesome.
Or they're props that we've made, costumes that we've made. Like right now, my Imperial officer costume is on a dress form, so people can look at that.
Cool.
Yes, I play both sides.
Yes, that's the only way to do it.
Exactly. So yeah, and then we also have. So we talk about the clubs, what we do. Some people have questions about what they would need to do to join, so we go over that as well. Yeah. And then we this time around, which is super cool, we actually do have a backdrop where people can get pictures with us. So those of us that are in costume today,
awesome.
We're set dressing so that people can
be able
take
to do
pictures and have fun. And
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's super fun. The kids love it. I do dual wield with my lightsabers, so.
Oh, Sin is a dual wielder.
Yes, I'm a dual wielder.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
So my other one is back at the table, but it's my shorter saber, and I give that one to the kids. They love it.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: did you make everything? Sewing, all that sort of stuff as well, too?
Yes, so everything that I'm wearing except for the pants and the boots, I made.
Awesome. How long do you think that took you? Do you even want to rack your brain on that one?
I would say if I were to put it all together as far as time involved, probably a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to draft the pattern for this for the tunic.
Which is very unique. I'm like mesmerized by that.
So I did a lot of research, and of course we have the CRLs, which is the costume requirement list, is what that stands for. So every club has that. It's the standards that we have to go by. This particular costume falls under generic Jedi, so I'm not a face character, which get a lot more scrutiny as far as whether they'll pass or not than something like this.
Really?
But we still have a set of rules that we have
What's
to
a
follow.
face character?
So a face character is any of like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I can understand why that'd be under scrutiny because like if you mess anything up with like something like that,
because visually they can check that too.
Yeah, this gives you a little bit more freedom to kind of like put your own, express yourself in your own way.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
As long as it falls within the set of guidelines that we're given,
sure,
we're good. But face characters have to be screen accurate.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
a lot.
crazy.
I think one of the hardest ones to get approved is Boba Fett.
Because of all the armor and intricacies.
If I'm remembering correctly,
Gotcha.
it's one of the hardest ones to get approval for. Yeah.
Because
so
you got to think Wookiee braids and everything.
It's a lot. There's so much detail. The dent has to be a certain way, and the scratches. Right. I mean, everything is just it's crazy.
Who imposes those rules? I mean, is it from like
the Emperor? Duh.
Right.
Duh.
Stupid question. Or does that come from like Lucas? I mean, how high up does that go when you get those types of like stipulations?
There's a main chain of command, but each club has their own chain of command.
Okay.
So every club has their approval group of people.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically have to send pictures, and the pictures have to be done a certain way.
Right.
So we have all these pictures. I was actually at John's house when I had all these taken from this funny. He was helping me. But we send the pictures in. They have to be high res. So they can actually like zoom in and see.
Yeah, that makes sense
because
too.
we're talking about fabrics. What kind of fabric did you use?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to some people that might sound like, oh my God, what really? Which, yeah, and I'll say it's not for everyone, and that's totally okay. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm in no way gonna walk around and judge everyone else's costume for what it is. You wear a costume. If you're having fun and you're enjoying wearing that costume, freaking wear that costume.
Right.
Like, have fun. You know what I mean? I like sewing. I'm a total nerd, and I'm very detail oriented.
You're a seamstress, right?
So, I mean, okay, I guess.
That's acceptable, but no.
I fake it really, really well. I like that level of detail for myself,
Right.
and I appreciate it in my fellow Legion members. But as far as costuming across the board, I mean, wear what you wear. I don't really care.
That's awesome.
But there are rules to join our group, and yes, they have to be abided by in order to
Hey, that's
get
the way.
that badge.
But
you
I mean,
know?
if you follow those rules and you do have those in place, I mean, I'm assuming that makes your group more recognizable for other events like this. Like, hey, look, we don't want to bring in, if I did something like this, it would be a travesty. Like, they'd be like, who are you supposed to be? Like Han Solo. And they'd be like, you're too fat and you're wearing the wrong.
Oh my
this, that.
God, no.
I'd be like, oh, come on. But
size doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Even in our groups, it's fine.
Oh, totally. But I assume that's how you kind of establish which groups get considered for certain events. Like, you want to make sure you bring in a group that's very authentic, as opposed to someone who's just kind of like doing whatever.
Well, and we're LFL recognized for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
true. Yeah.
So that right there is,
I mean,
kind of a big deal.
NFL makes the world go round.
I
Yeah.
mean, they've actually used stormtroopers from the 501st
That's wild.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
In stuff. They've pulled.
That's
which is
amazing.
Cool. And I used to live, as you know now, I used to live in Southern California. So we used to go to premieres for if you go to the Star Wars premieres for anything.
I can't even imagine. I can't fathom that.
It's pretty wild. I unfortunately have never been fortunate enough to get in. I've seen a lot of my friends in my old I wasn't, because I'm still working on my Mando costume, so I was just like a handler, which is kind of how you start out. Like if there's a group that you want to join,
move around the totes and stuff like that.
Yeah. You help people with their costumes.
Yeah.
A lot of people who wear buckets can't see very well, so
Right.
you can
Guide
handle them. People want their pictures taken with someone. You can be that person to grab the camera and be like, take
Sure.
a picture. There's a lot of different jobs that a handler does, but the great thing about that is it gets you in there, so that way you can see exactly what we do, how we do it. It's really immersive.
Right.
It's a good way for people to make that decision. Like, is this something I really want to do?
Yeah, that's what I was just
because
thinking.
it's not just about the costume; it's what we do in the costumes.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Man, that's wild.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What's one of your favorite events, like yearly events that you get to go to? Like, what is something that you just love really being a part of that you look forward to?
Pride.
I dig it. I dig it.
I do.
That's awesome.
I do. So I think year before last was the first year that we did Pride, and I got in touch with the people who run it, and I was like, hey, so because they do it in San Diego too, and actually in the parade, and I was like, hey, so have you guys ever had like the 501st or a Legion at Pride? And they're like, what's that? I'm like, that's okay. So I explained what it was, and they're like, no, that can be a thing. I said, yeah, it can be a thing. Here,
awesome.
here. So I sent them the link to request us. I said, fill that out, send it, I'll help you. So that was the first time. It was just me and John, but I didn't care because it was
right. And that
we
was
got in.
locally
Yeah.
in Bay City.
It was local in Bay City
2 years ago. Yep.
and so many people were like, oh my God, they loved seeing us.
That's
I was
awesome.
I think I was like 3 weeks post-op. I'd had surgery. So I was sitting in a chair with just my racing shirt on. Like, I'm not going to wear a costume. I can't do that. But I'm here. I'll talk to people. And so I had so this costume went through a couple of different mutations before it became this.
Yeah.
And so the first one, the over tunic was actually green. And so I had it sitting on a dress form so people could see like something, something in progress, a work in progress live. And we had props and all kinds of stuff, and people just loved it. They ate it up. They were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So last year we did it again, and I was able to get a lot more people there, which was great, in costume.
Oh, awesome.
And the cool thing about Pride is that a lot of people will pride out their costumes,
I've seen some of the
which
pics.
is awesome.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
so like you'll see people that'll have like rainbow tabards or whatever flag they want to represent.
Awesome.
Or I mean, they make all different kinds of pride themed costumes because it's not a LFL sanctioned event, so we have a lot more freedom as to our costuming.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's super super fun, and it just. I mean, it means a lot to me personally too, so it's just fun to do. So we'll be there again this year.
I mean, how cool is that though? That you're part of the reason.
Yeah.
That you guys are a part of that now.
Yeah.
That is just so rad. That is so cool.
I was like, oh no, this needs to happen. So yeah. So it's a yearly thing for us now.
What's the date for that?
June 22nd.
June 22nd.
It's going to be at Winona Park in Bay City.
I know Britt was able to make it a year or two ago out there, so hopefully maybe one of these. Maybe
if
summer
you
I can make it
follow
out.
Great Lakes Bay Pride on Facebook, they should have the event all set up.
Hopefully try to make it out this year. Be great.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, hey, I know we got a lot of busy day. We got a lot of things going on. I know we probably got. I mean, I try not to look at the time too much when I'm like, holy smokes! But
I know it goes by fast.
I know I can sit here
It
and
really
talk
does.
all the time, but I really just appreciate you. I know I've gotten to know you more over social media, and I already told you, and I'll say it for the third time that I just love your posting on Facebook.
I curate my page pretty well.
You do, and while you're filtered now, I appreciate that you're normally not. And that's part of the reason why I enjoy
Very
you.
filtered.
That's why I'm enjoying.
You probably should have put a cover with that.
She got it all out of the system before we went live.
Yeah. So, but no, we really appreciate you sitting down and chatting. And I know the panel's coming up for you as well, too. And so, thank you so much for being here again. We've known Paul for so long now. On behalf of him, I know he really appreciates that you are all able to be here as well, too.
Well, thank you for having me. This is great. No,
Yeah.
this is cool.
Awesome. And I don't know, do you drink beer? Do you drink a little bit?
So I'm celiac.
Okay.
Which means I can't have gluten.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, which means I can't drink beer.
Because I know
What's your
like
go-to?
a lot of the crew is really into we do the hot damn.
I don't drink much anymore, but on occasion I'll have a glass of wine, or I like cider. I can have cider.
Okay, then sometime we got to get together, have some cider. I've been trying to get John together to do that as well too. I think it would be a good time.
Yeah,
I just feel like that. We could sit around.
It
and
needs
have a lot
to
of laughs.
happen.
We need to have a lot of
Absolutely.
laughs, and I think you're definitely the person to do that with.
Aw, thanks.
No, for sure. No, we appreciate you, Galen, for being able to sit down. And I said, I know you're busy. Or excuse me, Sin.
Yeah, get it right.
Oh my gosh.
But no, we'll get you back to it. We'll be right back, guys, here shortly. There it is.
You want to touch it?
I just want to just a tip, please. Oh, wow. That's got some weight. I like that.
So, because like I had mentioned before, I was going to actually do a sparring group. That's when I was in a sparring group back in California, and so these are sparring blades. They don't make any noise. They don't do any whooshing or anything like that. It's the less electronics, the better.
Right.
So that way,
Right.
it's less things to break. Because
That's true.
we
Oh, I
bang
thought
the
about
heck
that.
out of these things. Yeah,
It's not an Ultra Saber, is it?
it is actually.
That's right. It looks familiar. I got one similar.
And
to that
also,
from
if you're
there.
going to bang something and have it break, I don't feel so bad if it gets broken because it wasn't that expensive.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diss Ultra Sabers. They do make some pretty good stuff, but there's all
That's
kinds of.
rad.
Yeah. There's
There's so many makers out there
so
now
many
that
now.
make them.
So many now. It is
Yeah.
true. So
Excuse me, sir.
What happened
You need to
here?
get.
I don't know where it went. Some kid. Oh, they
Force choke. No. Oh wait,
There you
that's so off
Wait a
brand.
minute. That might not be a bad thing. I
the
might
eyes
be like,
are red. I see the red and yellow in the eyes now. Oops.
Cider.
So
That's not enough. Age gate.
PG-13.
Well, on that note, we will most definitely be right back here in a few minutes. We're going to just take a quick pause as we get ready for our next guest. But thank you again. We appreciate you.
Yes, awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. We'll be right back. And welcome back.
We are back.
We're trying to find people to talk to. We're trying to get our scheduled interviews going, but it's really difficult to do that when this place is hopping mad. But
So
Tone,
busy.
Yes.
we found somebody. We moved up. We got to the next interview.
Finally, yeah.
Finally.
Well, apparently I can't figure out time right now.
Shocking.
It's like a whole time thing here. But before we get to that, I do want to make a quick special announcement.
Uh-oh.
Quick shout out. We don't get a lot of these too often, but to the greatest dad or father out there in the universe. Hi, Fred. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you and everybody there. So thank you for tuning in.
That's really sweet, but I was really hoping you were going to be from Ethan and Anderson, but that's not one of my kids with the shout.
Your
Awesome.
kids barely know your name, so
that's he's not wrong.
it's because
he's not wrong.
Yeah, it's 'cause
But
of the video
continue.
games.
I'm sorry.
But oh, hey, there's Squeakers. We miss you. We love you.
Squeakers!
We will definitely see you here next year as well too. So
I would
we
much
do
rather you
appreciate
be sitting here than Tone.
yes. Wait. Anyways.
He agreed. He knows it's
But
true.
without further ado, not to make it any more awkward, we have Zach here with us from Star Seeker Design. Zach, thank you for sitting down with us, and thank you already for being involved. You have literally given us upgrades here this year.
Hey, that's the goal, man. The goal is to just make it bigger, make it better.
And already it shows. Now, tell us a little bit about what you're doing in your partnership here with Paul.
So, my personal venture, I'm an artist. I'm a graphic designer. I went to school for it. I've been doing graphic design for almost a decade now. I went to school in 2014, graduated in 2018. So, I mean, professionally, it's not been that long, but the whole venture's been about a decade. But so I'm over here at Midland Mall. I'm an artist. I'm selling my posters. I do fan arts. Right here up in the front,
Beautiful
next to
stuff.
the stage.
they're amazing.
It's abstract impressionist is what I like to call it. It's kind of like stained art, but it's all digital. People like to think it looks a lot like actual hand painting, but everything you do is digital.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
But I'm over here with my girlfriend, my baby mama. She is.
I've seen the baby.
Yep,
I've seen the baby.
He's a cute little boy. So this is actually our first adventure doing it as like an actual group because
Yeah.
usually she does shows by herself as well.
Yeah.
But today we're even though we don't have the backdrop, it's our first experience as the Geek Space. So we're going to be calling ourselves.
So I have to ask you first
Yeah.
of all, how old's the baby?
2 months.
Dude, the fact that you're here alive with
Yeah.
a 2-month-old
Well,
is really impressive.
I don't want to brag, but he's actually like the best baby.
Oh,
Oh my gosh! So literally last night we put him down to bed at 9 o'clock, and we had to wake him up.
That's
I'm gonna start crying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what is that even like?
yeah.
The literally it's phenomenal.
Wow, that's like you struck gold, my friend.
Yeah,
I thought that was a myth.
No, he's the best baby. The best baby.
Wow, that's awesome.
He's a little fussy today, but I think
course.
it's because we're not really giving him our entire
That's
attention.
exactly what it
Yeah,
is.
it's loud.
Yeah, so no, he actually loves loudness. That's the funny thing.
Really?
He
It's
loves
like a
it being
reoccurring
loud.
sound. It's almost like a reoccurring sound when you have
it's
a
kind
crowd
of like a
this.
thunderstorm. He sleeps with a thunderstorm at home too.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, fun anecdote about this kid. One of the few songs that puts him to sleep instantly is the Pokemon Poke Center theme song from specifically Scarlet and Violet.
Really?
He loves that song.
Oh, you're already raising right then,
Oh, yeah.
apparently.
No,
so
Save up. You're gonna be buying a lot of Pokemon
yeah.
going
oh,
on.
we're gonna. We already do. We already do. But we recently, me and my girl, we started rewatching the Pokemon anime from scratch.
Oh, wow.
Episode 1, and he can't stop watching it. He's 2 months old and cannot stop
Just
watching.
locked in?
Yeah, he's locked in.
that's incredible.
It's like the last couple days he's been getting fussy when we're like whatever. So we put on the show and he just stops and watches Ash, watches Pikachu, watches Brock blow up Team Rocket.
That's
And
Dude,
it's-
I'm over
Yeah.
here trying to think what it would have been like having a child that sleeps through the night and gets locked on TV for like hours at a time with something. What?
Yeah,
It's not a thing.
He's the best baby.
God.
I've never seen a baby as
That's
great as this one,
amazing.
and I am so happy to be his dad.
That is awesome. No, congratulations.
Thank you so
Seriously,
much.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
seriously,
Thank you so much,
congratulations.
guys.
I don't know what having a child's like, so
It's not like this.
Yeah,
he's,
clearly,
he's
yeah,
a
yeah.
rarity. Don't
yeah, the way he makes it sound like, oh, it's not
don't
so
read
bad.
too much into that.
No.
He got lucky for
Yeah.
sure.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
swear. But
So, well, no, but yeah, honestly, like I said, I'm looking around here and I'm seeing these upgrades.
oh yeah,
And this is you, and you guys will see it during the cosplay contest. We actually have backdrops
Yep.
now
Yep.
Like,
for
so-
the cosplay contest.
yeah. So like I said, I'm a professional graphic designer. So I made the Midland Mall logo.
Which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, it's
We
right here.
love it. Yeah, you can see it right
Yeah,
there. Yeah,
right at the
right on the
bottom.
screen. Yeah. MMCC.
That's my handiwork. I did these backdrops. I had them printed. I'm a wholesaler, so I can have stuff printed, like
man.
banners, backdrops, anything. That's
That's
just personal venture. Just because I needed it done for myself, so I'm like, why not give back? Like, make it easy for everyone.
That's fantastic.
So I made little pop-up banners for Paul all
Yep.
across. He can have his QR codes to his FETs and this. And yeah.
That's great, man.
I'm all about making it better.
Like you said, man, it kind of takes the con to the next level. It
Yeah.
kind of gives it that. I mean, you start small, and then, like you said, we talked about earlier in the show, like you continue to build upon, and then you start thinking, man, now we're starting to add ideas that give it a more professional feel.
Yeah.
And it's things like this, touches like this, that gives it that this is a real thing, and I think people see that and they're like, man. And that's why then the cosplay contest, it gets better every year.
Exactly.
And so now you upgrade everything around that.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
And that's
man.
what we're seeing too. Like, we got lights out here this year too. And like I said, you guys will see it here in a little bit when that kicks off. But I mean, instantly seeing the banner there takes it up such a huge level. And when the MMCC logo got created last year, I think I was probably one of the first. I'm kind of like the test dummy for Paul sometimes. I get stuff early that don't share, don't tell, blah, blah, blah. He needs somebody that he can be able to excite about, event to or whatever it is. And, I saw that and I was like, holy shit, that looks so perfect. That's not a swear word.
He swore. We almost made it.
Holy
we almost
doo-doo.
made it.
Holy doo-doo. Holy doo-doo.
That's okay. That's one slip.
There you go. And I was like,
Everybody gets one.
Everyone gets one.
This is like, just even me seeing it after being here for a few years, I'm like, that is crazy to see something like that. So I can tell you as well too, just from talking to him, he is so excited to have you involved as well too. And it's great. Like I said, I'm excited. So when you reached out, like I had a list of people I knew I wanted to reach out and talk to.
Yeah.
You amongst a couple others were like, when he said you need to talk to, I'm like, on my radar, dude. Like I got to talk to Zach. So
yeah, no, my whole thing is like I said, I want to make things as good as possible. Like honestly, so my first Midland Mall Comic Con was last year, 2023, and it was, I kid you not, one of the best shows I have been to.
that's awesome.
Like I've been to Motor City Comic Con.
Really?
I was down at MegaCon this year. This show is one of my favorite shows.
That's great to hear that.
See,
We
man,
like to
that's
hear that.
awesome.
That means a lot to hear that for sure. So, well, hey, let me ask you this. So, with some of the things you've been doing, because you've made the badges too,
Yep,
right?
I made the badges.
Which
I'm
is-
his featured artist.
That's crazy. That's awesome. And that was one of the things that Paul and I talked about
Yeah.
years ago was badges.
Mhm.
And then like Magic Wand, you come through and like you're just doing our upgrades and things like that. So, what are some things that you are looking at, like even just sitting here or being here, that you're like, I bet I could make this better or I could do this better? Is there some secrets you're thinking in your brain that you could share?
No. There are some secrets, but I cannot share them.
Fair enough.
So me and Alora, we're gonna be helping. We're actually like full on joining the team for 2025.
That's exciting. Good.
We are full on joining the team.
Great.
I'm still gonna be selling stuff here at the show, but we're gonna be doing a lot of back end stuff.
Good.
We're gonna
That's
help
huge,
Paul because honestly, that's the one thing that this show needs is a team, a big cohesive team.
Yes. Yes.
Like we need a lot of leadership. And I've noticed that. I noticed that by talking to Paul. Like, he's a fantastic guy. I love him. He's fantastic. But I think just a
For
little bit
something
more
of
help.
this scale,
Yeah.
of this scale,
Yeah.
you need more.
You need more help.
arms. Yeah.
yeah. He puts a lot on his
exactly.
plate.
So we're gonna take on some responsibility to
Awesome.
help make the show bigger
Yep.
and better.
Yep.
That's our whole goal, is to make this show bigger and better. Because I honestly, I think this show could be big.
I agree.
His model, when he first described the show to me, even when I was here vending, he said it's a show for the people, by the people.
Exactly.
He's not here to make money off you
Right.
guys.
Nope.
He's not here to be like some
Right.
big thing. No,
Yeah.
he's here he wants it for the people,
Yep.
by the people.
Yeah, and that's honestly what sets everything itself. You can tell and you can feel.
Yeah.
And when we talk to folks like you as well too, that's kind of what resonates. It's a community feel. It's bringing people together, and we all know, as we say numerous times, that's what Paul does. He brings people together, and that's what we continue to do every year. So, man, like I said, I am so thankful to have you already on board as well too. I know that it's going to be helpful for him, but also to continue make it so that we just keep elevating every year too.
And I like the idea of bringing in people who have experience either being at other cons or being actually being involved. Like Lacey's been involved in a lot of cons. You've been to a lot of cons.
Oh.
So you take a lot of those experiences and you're just like, okay, what are you don't want to look at like the big picture things like, oh, they have Dan Aykroyd here. You know, you want to look at the presentation, everything, so you can give that professional feel, because that will attract the bigger targets, the bigger crowds. You want to just find people that understand and appreciate that and allow you to implement that into the show.
Yeah. So me and Alora, well, not Alora, but me, I do this full time. I do conventions full time. I travel the country now to sell artwork everywhere. So like next weekend, we'll be in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, wow. So we're at Planet Comic-Con next weekend. But that's the one thing I have a lot of experience with shows. Yeah. I've done, like I said, I have 28 different shows this year.
Holy smokes.
Yes. Yeah. And so the one thing I see as a vendor is what they do right, what they do wrong, what could be fixed. And Paul does a lot right compared to big shows. Mm-hmm. A lot of shows.
That's awesome.
He's like, his advertising, I don't know how he does it, but his advertising is top notch.
Right. It's because he never stops.
He never stops. Never stops.
Right.
And I'm like, it's phenomenal. I love it. Yeah. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, he talks to his people. He talks to his vendors. He actually wants to get to know you guys. Mm-hmm. And that's me on my end as a vendor. Like, I can't tell you how many that's a lie. Let me restart. I can tell you exactly how many shows where the person running it wants to know his vendors, and it's like 5.
Wow.
Yeah, like,
that's crazy to even think.
It's Paul's show, Capital City Comic Con. Tim over there, he's really good at knowing
I've heard
people.
Good about Capital.
Yeah, Capital City's great. Honestly, I think there's a new headrunner for Motor City Comic Con, and he went around at the end of October, November, the fall one, and he was trying to get like saying thanks for coming, whatever, but he was like trying to get to know you guys. Right. So like, I guess it's only like 2. Off the top of my head, I know two shows that I've been to where the people running it want to know the vendors and want to get involved with the vendors.
Yeah, that says
that's wild.
That says leaps and bounds. Yeah. Just what we're doing here, and again, it's Paul bringing people together.
And honestly, so yeah, the show itself is great, getting celebrities, it's all good, but you can't have a show without the vendors, and if the vendors aren't happy, it's going to be a bad show.
Bingo.
That's really where it is, because when you have the vendors, you bring out the people, and you have all different things, and you want to try to create a great experience. It's not just for everybody here, but the vendors as well. They got to have a good experience, because that wants them. The more vendors you get to sign up, the better the show's going to be. So when you have word of mouth going around from the vendors, like, hey, look, they know what they're doing. Yeah. They put together a tight run operation. That's good news.
And honestly, every show I've been to for the past year, I've always praised this show. Like I said, this is one of my favorite shows I've ever been to.
Love it. Are you from Michigan area here?
Yeah. So I'm actually about 2 hours from here.
Okay,
I live down in Detroit area, Westland actually, but Detroit area.
Okay.
So I'm really close to Motor City. Motor City's like 20 minutes from my backyard, and I can't even get into their show during the regular show, the May show. I've been at their fall show twice, but every time I've applied to their May show, they reject me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
It's weird. I can't get into their show. But I have other friends that can't get into other shows. It is what it is. Yeah. That's the actual, like, the pitfall of being a vendor, of how many people there are doing what I do.
Yeah. What do you think comes into play when it comes to that? Do you think it's just like, first it's probably like you bring in the people that are consistently there, so it's like season ticket holders, like they're here every year, so
you get returners.
And then if somebody drops out, then you kind of move down the chain of the other people, so you're just kind of like playing the waiting game.
Yep.
It's not so much the quality; it's just how do you fit so many people in the spot?
Yeah, exactly. It's that, and then there's also so like. There are some shows that do juries. Mm-hmm. So like Motor City Comic Con, they do jury their shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's getting there. So returning people go first.
Yep.
Then it's juried. So usually Motor City always has a huge return.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but I'm just more like, come on, guys.
Hey, man, at some point, you never know. Maybe one day you put in there, all of a sudden, hey, look.
Exactly.
Show us what you got.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we'll hope so for you too. But man, I got to tell you, like I said, it's been really, really good to have you.
Yeah,
and I can't thank you enough for all you've already done for us.
The website, I mean, all that stuff.
Yeah,
man.
We're excited about that. I know that we're getting there with that. That's just kind of a new thing. Paul mentioned again about that today too. So I'm super excited to be involved with that as well too. So again, thank you for doing that as well too. So
Hey man, it's my pleasure. It's absolutely my pleasure. I love doing this. Like I said, I love cons so much. I made it my job. So
There you go.
I will do anything to make at least to give back. I want to give back.
right, I love that. And
That's why I like it when Paul surrounds himself with
Yeah.
people who are passionate about that really want to see this show continue to grow.
Yeah.
And that's how it's going to happen, by continuously bringing in people that will act as an extension of Paul.
Exactly.
To take some of the load off so other people can with the same vision.
Yeah.
But that way it's easier for everyone to work together.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Paul didn't even ask us to join his team. We're just like, hey, Paul, we see that you're stressing out a lot.
Yeah. And we see the potential of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're like, me and Alora, we're just like, we're gonna step in. We're gonna help.
Yeah.
We're just
Awesome.
gonna. You didn't ask, but we want to. And
I mean,
his
yeah.
instant response was thanks.
I mean, and it's hard. I mean, look, putting a show together like this is not easy.
Yeah, it's not.
And to find people who are legitimately like gung ho about,
Yeah.
dude, let us do it. You can't. I mean, you almost can't say no to that.
Oh,
Because
exactly.
You're just like,
Right,
I can't
right.
say no to the help that it takes to put something like this together. Months, almost
Oh, yeah.
years
Oh,
of
yeah.
planning.
Honestly, he goes from once this show's over, next show starts.
Yeah.
It's like day one.
Yep.
It's the moment this
Yeah.
show is over.
Yep.
Yep, that's right. And we've already been talking about next year too, like just like what's the outlook and
Yeah.
things like that. So you're right. That's how it is. You turn the light switch off, and you got to flick it back on a couple days
Yeah.
later. So
I can say for certain. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it or not.
I probably not.
Okay, yeah, let's say so. Let's say that next year is going to have an even better internet presence.
All right.
Oh,
That we like to.
I like that.
Hey, the streaming guys are
Yeah.
hearing that really loud.
yeah. I heard that loud and clear.
Yeah, what's up with that? No, I mean, no, we get it. So like, we're talking like, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Not like literal Wi-Fi. See how excited we get though about Wi-Fi? That'll tell you something. So, but I do got a random question,
Yeah.
slightly off topic, probably off topic. So Westland area, are you familiar with Tomato Brothers?
No, Tomato Brothers. No.
No, okay. I just want to know.
Well, now you got to tell us what are
Well,
Tomato Brothers.
Tomato Brothers is that restaurant down in the Howell area that I freak out over all the time. Westland's not far from there, right? From Howell?
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 I thought Howell was closer to like Lansing.
Yeah, it's like an hour-ish away.
Never mind. I have no idea my geography.
No.
We are not in
What a
Ohio.
disaster.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're not in Ohio.
I'm sorry.
Amen.
I think that my stomach was talking about food in my head, and there it is. So.
No.
Westland.
Our
Nobody knows, Lacey. Nobody knows.
Westland. Okay, so I don't know. We just usually eat like McDonald's. I don't know. Ever since I met
Fine
Alora,
choice.
I really got into sushi. I love sushi now.
Now we're
And
talking.
Yeah,
Okay,
see, this guy belongs.
If you if you go to Novi,
They've got the
there's this place in Novi. So actually, there's two different places in Novi. The one that she loves, the one because she's from Novi, so she knows all the places there.
Yeah.
The one she grew up with is called Sushiko. Oh my gosh, their
Sushiko.
sushi is amazing. Sushi. So it's spelled. I think it's one word. Sushi, but then Ko.
Oh,
yeah,
Sushiko. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Sushiko. But they're
Is that the one in the brick building, like with the sidewalk and
no.
downtown?
So you're thinking of. I think that's a chain, but that's an actual like sushi conveyor belt bar. That place
Yeah.
is cool too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That
that's
place
the
is
one.
cool too.
That's the one I've been wanting to hit up was the conveyor belt.
That place is really cool.
That's
We went
cool.
there and accidentally dropped like $70 on sushi.
Accidentally.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a great
it,
time.
was a great time. And
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome.
But no, I honestly, it's a small little hole in the wall. I think it's what is considered a hole in the wall. It's off of I think 696 maybe. Exit 12, Orchard Road, I think, Orchard Lake Road, whatever. I don't know my geography either, apparently. But no, it's a family-run restaurant. The one waiter that speaks English, his name is Patrick, but he speaks like 3 or 4 different languages.
Oh, wow.
The people that own it, they are like Japanese, but then they have like people that speak Spanish that actually make the sushi. But it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
I'm always looking for a hot sushi spot, so
Yeah.
that's a pro tip then.
Yeah, pro tips.
pro tips. Well, I know we're all getting busy, and I'm sure you probably got to get back. It looks like for a minute there, your lady was getting swamped over there too.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of people there.
So we're trying our best to integrate our two businesses together to make one booth, but it honestly just looks like it's even though we have a corner booth and now it's still 2 different spaces at the same place. So we're trying our best to run it as best we can. And I honestly just told her, like, while I was talking to you guys, just tell everybody to go away. It's like,
Get lost.
Get lost. We're a little busy at the moment.
That's
Get out of here.
No, I'm trying my best to. That's like I said, I want to give back and I want to serve everybody at the convention as well as I can.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I do this full time, so hopefully it's give and take. And
Absolutely.
She's over. So like I said, we have a 2-month-old baby over there with us right now. And so it's us 2 running our 1 but 2 different spaces at the same time with a 2-month-old.
I could not do it if I wanted to, but kudos.
She even actually as soon as we're done here, I'm probably gonna have to man the whole space by myself because she signed up our little boy to be in the costume contest. Yeah, she signed him up. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be dressed as Stitch. So it's gonna
That's awesome. Great.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
so she's really excited about that.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Well, hey man, we really
Yeah,
appreciate
my
you
pleasure.
being here.
Thank
We
you
appreciate
so much. It's
everything
been a
that you're
pleasure,
doing
Zach.
for the
It's my
show, man.
pleasure.
Like I said, it's continuing those steps forward and growing, and like seriously, we look forward to working with you with everything going forward. And seriously, appreciate your time. And again, we know it's very busy.
It's my pleasure. It's my
to
pleasure.
be able to sit down and hang out with you is
We'll
really
definitely
nice,
be in touch.
Yeah, I love talking. So if you ever want me to have me on, I'll absolutely love talking to you guys.
Dude, okay, there we go. You can replace Stone for the night.
This
All
guy.
right. See you guys later.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. We'll be
take care.
back in a few moments. And welcome back. Tone?
Yes.
We've been running around, talking to people, looking at stuff,
Yep.
eating food, drinking water, staying hydrated, staying healthy.
Yes.
It's been an exciting morning so far.
It has been.
I feel like this year it has gone by twice as fast.
Lightning speed.
Like, we're already coming up to the 2 o'clock hour, which is going to be the kickoff of the cosplay contest. And you and I are going to be doing a little play-by-play as everyone does their thing.
Yep.
We just want to do a quick recap of what we did this morning. A big shout-out to the folks that have sat down with us.
Yes. It's been an amazing conversation.
Some really good stuff, really good insight. You're hearing about all the cool stuff that people are doing around the community and, how the con kind of like brings everybody together. And everyone shares their interests. Everyone shares their passion for the Comic-Con and what it means to the community and how we can all help this event continue to grow every year.
It's a team effort, and you don't have to be like an actual FETS crew to be a part of that team.
Right.
Just being here puts you on the team, honestly. And, having the ability to be involved in any form of way, to continue to do what Paul does here, what we do here, what we all do here, that's the kind of support we need.
Right.
Coming out here, giving the vendors some love, is huge. And, it resonated what Zach said to me, and you, of course, because you were here too. But that if you don't have the vendors happy, I mean, he's right. That the vendors are the roots of these situations,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
They do bring the people. They do bring the draw. That's where it starts. And yeah, that's to hear him go around to all these cons and say this is one of his favorites. I want to be involved.
That's awesome.
I mean, that spoke volumes to
And he's
me.
been to some big cons, dude.
Yeah,
he goes across the country. He says
That's-
he's going to Kansas City.
Well, that's wild. That's wild. And you know what? And like I said, he's upgraded us huge around here as well too.
Yep.
So we got. By the way, Dr. Doom is creeping around here.
He's over. Dr. Doom is over. I know
Stewing.
he's a bad guy, but he's also drinking an apple slushie from Lehman's.
Yeah.
So he's blending in very, very well.
Very, very well.
If you are seriously, I don't mean to cut you off, but if you are at the Midland Mall, or if you aren't here, if you're coming up, make sure you stop at Lehman's. They've got all their donuts. They've got a lot of other sweets that are really good. But, dude, the apple cider slushie, I'm going up and probably get my 4th or 5th one today. They're phenomenal.
Do they have cinnamon rolls over there?
Oh, yeah. Everything. I mean, it's probably all gone now.
They probably only take cash. I think people are taking cash right now. They might take card.
I think they do the tap
Yeah,
thing.
they're probably.
Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Get
Cinnamon
over
rolls.
there and get. Well, I mean, cinnamon rolls are dope, but apple cider slushy,
Apple cider
good stuff. Continue.
Apple. What was I talking about?
Apple cider slushies
They're so good.
and creepy ass Dr. Doom.
I had to share half of mine, so mine's gone now.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I got a good taste. I got a good taste. Either
Sucks
way.
being nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. It really, really does. But I'm thinking like maybe during the cosplay contest, maybe I have some making bacon in front of my hand. I always go for the mac and cheese with the bacon on top, man.
That's what I want to hear during a cosplay contest. Me trying to figure out who's what, and you smashing a bunch of mac and cheese.
Sounds bro.
We'll gain a lot of viewers of that. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to step away for a little bit. We're going to shut down the stream, and then we will kick it back off at 2 p.m. when the cosplay events. We got to move stuff around and get situated and get ready for what is become a very popular event, if not the most popular event here at the Midland Mall Comic-Con, the cosplay contest. There will be one today, and there will be one tomorrow. So this will be the kickoff. This is the way we end the first day is the cosplay contest. So we're going to step away for a little bit. We'll probably be back on around somewhere shortly before 2 o'clock. And we look forward to seeing you here. And like I'm telling you, Tone will attest to this. The last year's Comic-Con cosplay contest was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. So I'm looking forward to more of the talent from around the area and maybe even out of the state that have shown up to be a part of this. So it's going to be really, really exciting. So we're going to step away for a few moments. Thanks again to everybody that sat down with us. We really appreciate it. We love hearing their passion and their love for what they believe in and what they're doing. And we will be back in just under an hour for the cosplay contest. We'll see you soon.